All right. So first thing you need to do after creating your selfie stick and practicing those um, joining features, open up this file, 214, documenting the assembly. So we're going to make another quick assembly here. And this is one you might need to right click if you don't have the orange cube. Right click it, save that so you can have it as a Fusion file that you can edit. Once you have this open, we're going to quickly assemble these building blocks. So select a joint. You can see it hides the red arch because that's the one that's pinned, so it can't move. So I get to pick one of these other two. Looking at this green triangle, I'm going to select on this flat face right here at the top, and I want that to mesh with the top face of this arch. And you see, like, as I go over, kind of the circle kind of acts weird. So I want it on this face, so if I hold control and I go over to the edge, it snaps and it doesn't start to act weird. This is not how we would want to build things though, so I can rotate this around by grabbing that blue circle. So I get to 180 degrees, and now that's where I want it, and I have my motion type as a rigid, so it's like I'm gluing these blocks together. Next, rotate around to the back side. We're going to grab this back face of this rectangle. I want to get right here in the top corner. Same thing, same trick, hold control and go up to the top. I can grab that, and I want to put it on this corner of the triangle. Rotate this up to 90 degrees, and then offset this into or to the left or towards the front at 0.5 inches. And now you can hit enter. So now we have this shape, or this assembly of pieces. So quick joinery. Now hit in the top left this design tab, and we're going to go down to animation. So this is where we create storyboards. So you can like model or have these things move to kind of show what kind of motion will occur. We'll start dealing with that later. But for now, we're just going to show how we can make exploded views with this. So first things first, down at the bottom left, double click where it says storyboard 1 and put exploded view, if I can spell correctly. Hit enter. And now we're going to hit down here, if this drop down for transform, we have manual explode. That's what we want to use. So click a piece. In this case, I'll click this triangle first. Let's bring this over. So I click the direction I want it to go. And we'll slide this all the way up. That seems fine. And we'll hit a check mark. Same thing again, manual explode, or you can hit the E key. We'll grab this rectangle. Oh, actually, I'm going to undo for a second. I forgot to do something. So hit manual explode. When you grab this, there's this little icon that's trail line. Make sure you click that. We click the direction that we want this to go. It has trail lines visible. We hit OK. Why is the thing not doing what it's supposed to do? Let's try that again. Oh, wrong button. Sorry, one more time. Manual explode. Click this. Trail line. Visible. If I move the slider, there we go. Weird that it was locking out. So have that go all the way over. Another manual explode. This time we want it to go up. We need to move the scale a little bit, it seems, for it to actually do the thing. Maybe we don't need to go quite that high. Maybe just drop it down a little bit. And we hit the check mark. And now one more manual explode on the rectangle this time, going up. And just put it roughly the same spot. Let's cancel that. I was grabbing another arrow at the same time somehow. Trail lines visible. So hit OK. So now you should end up with something that looks like this. So once you're done, we can go to the drawing from design. We're going to take the full assembly, and our template, we'll use the Hoban size A. If you don't have that, you can hit browse. And in our Intro to Engineering Design folder, in the resources folder, there are drawing templates, and you can grab that size A title block. Hit OK. As it pulls you in here, we're going to go a scale of 1 to 2. We'll drop our base view here, hit OK. Create projected views like we've done in the past. The right side view, the isometric view, hit the check mark. Right click this isometric view because we're going to turn it into shaded like we always do. Hit close. And we're going to add a couple dimensions here. First, a dimension for how far off this is. So we add that in there. So we have 0.18. And then same thing here, our dimension we put how far it came off the back. Right now these are in decimal form, but we're going to change this to fractional, so like half an inch. So in document settings, click this little gear icon, brings down this drop down window. There's this one that says units. So if we click the little arrow next to it, it drops down. So format, we want fractional, and linear precision go down to 1/32, and then hit OK. So now it switches us over to fractions. So now we have this fully dimensioned. So this is what we've been doing. Now we have this project view. We need to add another base view in though. And this time we have this window that says model. If we click and go to exploded view, we bring in the exploded view we just made. So if we click that there, some things we want to change. We want this to be visible edges only. And we're going to go down to interface edges and click that as well. So now we have our exploded view in. We can hit OK. I'm just kind of put it somewhere where it fits so we can kind of see how this thing goes together. Next, in assemblies, you often need to identify what things you're dealing with. So we're going to hit this drop down for tables, and we have balloon, or for mine, it's up here at the top as well. And we'll just click each part and then click somewhere next to it, and it creates a little balloon with a number. Don't worry about the numbers it creates. It does them automatically. So after you create a balloon for each of those to identify what they are, go to tables and parts list. Now we're creating a parts list and we need to click the thing we want a part list of. So we're going to click our exploded view, and then it automatically creates this rather large parts list. So we can put it over here in the top corner. You can see mine kind of overlaps some things. So I'm going to move my exploded view down a little bit so that it fits, and then I can do the same thing with this isometric and just put it over here so it fits. So just get it somewhere on the screen and we'll be fine. But now you see we have items 1, 2, and 3, one of each of them, and it tells us what I named the part in our original design drawing. No description because I'm added a description, but we could add one here if we needed to, and then the material each of these are made out of. So we have our exploded view and our 3 orthographic views, our front, our right, and our isometric. At this point, we can add some additional notes. So we can just add it here near our parts list. Put another block right here. We'll say all tolerances we go to the left, we have a plus or minus symbol, plus or minus 0.01 inches. So now we know all dimensions have that tolerance of plus or minus 0.01 inches. Go down to another line and say all parts adhered with wood glue, so we know what assembly method was used. When we hit close, and now we have this file. Just save this as 2.14 and the drawing, and then I'll grade that later.